Hello everybody, it's Kyle again, bringing you another tutorial using Photoshop. This one's going to be pretty basic for beginners, teaching you how to kind of get started with just a couple of simple tasks. The first one's going to be import. How do you get a picture into Photoshop? If you go to File and then Open, you can select the picture, or if you already have that folder pulled up, you just take that picture and drag it onto your canvas, and there you have it. You're ready to get started with whatever you're attempting. The first thing you'll notice is you have a layer over here that popped up called background. This will always happen when you bring something into Photoshop. It's always going to be named background. It's always going to be locked. Double click it and hit OK, or you can rename it right here if you want. Hit OK, and that sets it to a regular layer. Now, with this layer, you can do a few different things. You can drag this layer down to this little icon, and it duplicates it. I'm going to hit Control Z to undo that. With that layer selected, you can hit Control J. That does the exact same thing, that duplicates it. I'm going to hit Control Z to delete that. If you want to create a new layer with nothing on it, just a blank layer, so you can create something else on it, you come down and just select New Layer. And there you have it. Now you can take this layer 1, drag it down below layer 0, and it'll do just that. It'll put this layer below layer 0. Now think of it as layers of paper, for instance. If you have this photograph sitting on top of another sheet of paper, you're not going to be able to see this paper in its entirety. But if you take this layer and bring it up above this image, then you would see this paper on top of this photograph. Just the way the layers work over here in the layers palette. The uppermost layer is going to be the uppermost in the canvas space here. The second thing is going to be zoom. Zoom was difficult to figure out until I realized that I could zoom with my scroll wheel on my mouse. By default, it's not set up. So to set that up, we come to Edit, Preferences, General. And you want to select Zoom with Scroll Wheel. It will not be selected, so you'll put a check by it and then hit OK. Now you can zoom with your scroll wheel, the mouse scroll wheel. Another way to zoom is by holding down Control and hitting the plus and minus buttons on your keyboard. Another little fun tool is if you hit Control 0, it will magnify the picture as big as it can to still fit in your canvas. And if you hit Control 1, that brings it at 100% of its size. And you can always know this by looking right up here. Here you've got the name of the image that you brought into your workspace here, and then you have the size. This is 100%. This would be actual size of the image right here. That's obviously too large, so if I hit Control 0, it brings it maximized inside my workspace on my canvas, and showing here is 37.3% of its natural size. The next thing is going to be resize. So if I wanted to resize this image a little bit and I try to grab on it, I can't. Hit OK, make sure that layer is selected. Now with my move tool, V, or just come up here and click this guy, now I can move my picture on my canvas. if I was to select this layer 1, I can't move anything because there's nothing on that layer. It's moving just air. So with this layer selected, and I hit Control T, now you notice I just got some pick points popped up on my image. Now I can adjust my image. If I hold Shift, it maintains the proper aspect ratio of my picture. Otherwise, it's easy to get my picture way out of whack and make it look really, really dumb, which destroys the integrity of the picture as well. So there's that. While these pick points are still here, you notice my cursor goes from an arrow to double arrows with like a little arc in between them. If I click on that and then pull around, it's going to rotate. So you can rotate your picture wherever you want and then release the mouse, and there you have it. Now, to accept that change, you can come up here and hit this check mark, or you can come back and hit your move tool, apply the changes, and there you have it. I'm going to hit Control Z to undo that. One more thing I need to show you on the transform. It's Control T, it's transform is what you're doing. It's right here in the middle. You've got this one little crosshair. Now if I move that, let's say I put it way out here on the wing of this airplane, put it right there. Now I grab this point out here to rotate. It's going to rotate around that point specifically. Now most of the time it's not necessary to move that little guy around, but sometimes it can be very handy if you're wanting to rotate on a very specific axis. Okay, so I'm going to click my move tool, apply the changes, it's fine. Okay, so there you have it. If I want to delete that layer, I can come over here and hit the trash can. Since it's selected, hit the trash can and delete that layer. I'm going to hit undo, Control Z. Another way to delete is to bring that down here and drop it right on the trash can. I'm going to hit Control Z to undo that again. Another option is simply to have that layer selected and hit the delete key. Hope this helps get you started. Stay tuned for more tutorials. We'll continue going forward. In the next tutorial, I will show you how to use some of these tools over here on the left. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time.